So I'm going to be trying another hand drill ember. This time I got the lighting a lot better. Got like a Mullein spindle. And I'm using my Western Red cedar hearthboard still. I think I'm actually going to make a new hole just quickly right now and show you how to burn a hole in. Basically, you just take your knife and put the hole, make a small divot where you want to start drilling in. So I'm putting it right here, right next to all the other holes. So I'm gonna just make a divot about the size of my spindle, a bit smaller usually, because I usually have the end of the spindle rounded off from drilling a whole bunch. Okay, put my knife down and see if it fits. It fits. Okay, so this step is pretty crucial. Burning in your hearthboard. This is a really easy step, but it's a step you really can't do without. So usually you just Usually when burning in your hearthboard, you just want to drill into it until you see smoke. There it is. So we just got the smoke there. And now it's about the right size for my spindle now. Now what you do is you take your knife and you mark out where you want your notch to be. I like just sort of cutting down from the center and making a line right in the center first, and then make 2 more lines of where I want the notch to be. So kind of like that. Don't think you can see it too well though. I'll sharpen up my knife soon. It's getting a tad bit dull. And hold on. Okay, so when you got your when you know where you want your notch, you can start cutting in your notch. I like to do it just from the side. And a good thing to do is have the bottom flare out, so when your dust piles up, it'll pile up in a nice pyramid shape rather than just straight vertically, because then that pile of punk can collapse pretty easily. And if you do have an ember but you have it collapse, sometimes if there's not enough heat, then that ember can just dissipate because it loses too much heat from collapsing. Yeah, I really gotta sharpen up my knife soon. It's getting pretty dull. It's just like barely sharp enough to cut paper right now. I don't consider that sharp enough, at least for what I like to do, like carving, woodworking, and bushcraft. So carving out the notch is one of the parts you want to pay attention to quite a bit. Basically, you want your notch not so small that your dust doesn't get any oxygen or doesn't have enough space to accumulate under the spindle. So the dust won't be touching enough, but you don't want it so big that your spindle will fall out, or that too much heat is lost into the notch, so then you don't get your ember. But usually a good a good place to have your notch is about half to two, or 2/3 to a half into your divot. And usually it should not be, it should only be about, at most 2/3 the diameter of the divot at the point where it first goes into the divot. So then your spindle won't fall out. Almost done carving out the notch. Just gotta get it into the divot a bit more. Some people like to do this with a saw. I prefer to do this with a knife, mainly because I get a lot more control of how the divot goes. It's a lot easier. I think I should do it back here on the wood because I'm scared I'm gonna damage my knife's edge further. Oh, sorry, before, when I said how far it should go in, I meant 1/3, not 2/3. 1/3 to a half. Okay, almost there. Just gonna flare out the bottom of the notch a bit more, so it'll stack up more in more of a pyramid shape. Okay, you got my notch cut out right there. Now it's time to start drilling. Most fun part. So I like to spit in my hands to get some more friction on my hand drill spindle. Okay. Usually what I like to start off with is floating. But it doesn't seem I'm getting enough friction quite yet. Oh, never mind. So I usually just do this until I see a good amount of smoke. Alright, so I'm going to start pushing down now. Dang it, messed it up. Oh. Got a lot of smoke in my eye. But what I did was I kind of I knocked the board backwards, pushed the dust out. That's really bad to do because it gets rid of a lot of that heat in the dust and stops it from touching the drill. I think I'm going to go again, but with a different spindle though, rather than my Mullein spindle, because this one is getting close to a notch, or a knot right here, where one of the leaves was coming out, and I think that'd be knocking the board around quite a bit. So I'm going to switch over to my cattail spindle. This is the one I had in the previous video. It's a pretty good spindle. Like I said, I prefer Mullein. Alright. And the two are about the same diameter. I didn't build this board too well. Got it. Alright, so that right there is a nice little handle ember. So the problem with my Mullein spindle is one of the problems in comparison to my my cattail spindle here is, as I've used this more and more, the walls on the outside have gotten thinner, like almost to the same point as the walls here, and so it's just mostly pith, and there's not enough friction to get that ember. So I should probably start making some new Mullein spindles where I have the walls on the bottom a lot thicker. Okay, so there's the ember again. So thanks for watching. I'll put it out first. Boop. Okay, thanks for watching.